CCDNB, right? Canadian content, drum and bass.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of CCDNB, episode 35. I am your host, DJ Lovehurts, sitting back in the studio with Kapulet.
Yep.
And good old, how do you say it properly?
Polaris.
Polaris. That's how we talked about it on the last show.
I don't believe it.
Brand new from Marcus Visionary. Let it play out.
How them get so bad, me I wonder when, since I don't believe it. I'm just not convinced. How them get so bad, how them get so bad, I don't believe it. I'm just not convinced. How them get so bad, me I wonder when, since I don't believe it. I'm just not convinced. How them get so bad. I'm an over badness when what we fill up. I'm an over badness when yard just fill up. I'm an over badness when the days are glad in my up. I'm an over badness. I'm an over badness. I'm an over badness when Jim Brown has stand up. I'm an over badness when Cutty has say high up. I'm an over badness when Baskin has step up. I'm an over badness. I'm an Box them both 20 west. Box them both terror. Box them both Spurline and a pyro, them get pyro. Box them both badal, and we lay a guard. Enough of them boy, they want no Humphrey bugger. Box them both Milo, box them both Bongo. Sitting bull, and them do no a tingo. Box them both Satachan, box them both Satachan. Don't a man pick up here, you find Hoshichan. I don't believe it, I'm just not convinced. How them get so bad, me I wonder when shit, I don't believe it. I'm just not convinced. How them get so bad. When the days are right in them, boy, they no born yet. The days are back at church, they no leave them yard yet. Days are take life, they no know walk on yet. Days are Bucky Marshall, them no face no stand yet. Days are Petty Bam, them no start get warm yet. Days are Tony Brown, them no bust no can yet. Days are Bobby Rich, them no face no storm yet. Days are Jack Slash, them no know walk on yet. Ask them out the rats them, ask them out the cats them. Ask them out cowboy and them in up in a problem. Ask them out bullby, ask them out dadai. Ask them out Santa Claus fling up the, I don't believe it. I'm just not convinced.
Yes, this is a big tune from the Marcus Visionary. This is a remix, actually, of a Cutty Ranks and Curtis Lynch tune called Badness. This is forthcoming on Inner City Dance.
Sick.
That is the label owned by Marcus himself and the bad boy Lush.
Big up.
I don't believe it.
Coming in, we got a tune called Spasm by Rotator, a duo from Mississauga.
I don't believe it. I'm just not convinced.
I just had this guy send me a couple of his tunes actually yesterday.
I don't believe it.
It's good tunes, man.
How them get so bad, how them get so bad, I don't believe it. I'm just not convinced. How them get so bad, I wonder when shit, I don't believe it. I'm just not convinced. How them get so bad. I'm an over badness when what people fill up. I'm an over badness when yard just fill up. I'm an over badness when the days are glad in my up. I'm an over badness when Jim Brown has stand up. I'm an over badness when Chatty has say high up. I'm an over badness when Baskin has step up. I'm an over badness.
You can check out more tunes on Inner City Dance's label at soundcloud.com/inner-city-dance. I tried innercitydance.com, but that is an actual dance studio school.
So don't go there.
Don't go there.
Unless you want to learn how to dance the Marcus Visionary tunes.
Yeah.
Maybe they teach you how to rinse out or skank.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and be productive and Google things on the show while I let Matt and Polaris talk, do the talking. They're more up to date on drum and bass.
This tune coming in is by Rotator, who's a duo in Mississauga by Lauda and Chemo. This is, I believe this is out on Repertoire UK. This tune actually made it into the All Toronto mixtape that I recorded last year.
This is pretty sick. So Lauda's in a duo now.
Yeah.
I know Lauda. He's been producing for a while.
He's a long time game player.
Sick, buddy.
Got a couple of big announcements in the show coming up. Might as well just get to the first one.
Go for it.
The show found a sponsor.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, bLazem Threads. The guys behind D&B Culture.
Oh right.
Yeah.
True.
So go to bLazemthreads.com. That's threads with a Z, and I said Z because we're Canadian. Go to bLazemthreads.com, use the promo code CCDNB, and instantly get 10% off your purchase.
Nice.
Yeah, big up. Support all your locals, man.
Are we getting free clothes?
That's the next.
Do you get a t-shirt?
That's another announcement.
Do I get a t-shirt?
We are in the makes of making our own t-shirts.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
That are going to be sold on bLazemthreads.com, and you can use the promo code to get 10% off your order. We'll probably get you a free one, Capulet.
Yeah.
This tune is by Stranjah, the Romp, out on Abducted LTD. This is, I believe, one of the tunes on the LP he just put out, or the EP he just put out, is sitting in the top 30 on Beatport right now. So if you haven't checked out the new album, check it out. Stranjah's always doing things big.
Oh yeah, man.
Sick.
They should book Stranjah to headline every Halloween because he fucking makes some spooky tracks.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Imagine an AMV with Texas Chainsaw Massacre running in the background on this track.
There you go. Sick. Do it. Throw the party. Get me a t-shirt.
Tune coming in is by the R.M.S. It's brand new. It's called Revival. It's coming out on Intaface Audio. Canadian label owned by John Void. Big up John Void and Intaface Audio crew.
Big up.
So who's R.M.S.?
So R.M.S. is actually part of a duo from Barrie. The duo goes by the name of Mutants. The duo is Massive and R.M.S. And if you haven't heard of Mutants, they're getting a lot of praise in the UK because they're hitting some real old school sounds, man.
Nice.
Listen to this.
Yes, my favorite.
Love that old school sound, even though I'm not that old school, but still love it.
So you know what, man? It's that amen and the simplicity of it. Like, not the simplicity of the amen, it's the complex amen with the simplicity of it, the rest of it.
For me, this kind of like jungle drum and bass, it's never gotten old, right? So
No, never. Never will.
I like all kinds of drum and bass. I've been through my phases where I love liquid and I love dark. But I get tired of everything except this style. I don't get tired of this. I never have. So I think when I'm 90, I'm just going to listen to jungle.
It's just that staple sound that will never die.
Yeah. I used to love that electro sounding drum and bass. Now I can't stand it. It just doesn't hold up to time, the test of time. 'Cause it's a phase. It's meant to evolve. This is just as is.
It's hardcore percussion with melodies, simple melodies.
And there's a framework
or harmonies over
There's
top
a framework
of it.
around it
You
too.
know what I mean? Yeah. But it's that who could ever get drum of like get.
You gotta stop talking for that part.
How can you ever get tired of drums, man? How can you ever get tired of percussion?
Well, it goes back to the.
Well, what if you're trying to sleep?
What were you gonna say? It goes back to the.
It goes back to the. Drum and bass. It's what it is. It's the drums that get you and that rolling bass line. You know what I mean? That's what it's always really been about for me, anyways.
Well, I think that's where the evolution of the name, when it came down to it, somebody was like trying to give it all these different names, and somebody was just like, oh, it's jungle, it's this. Yo, dude, it's just drum and bass. It's it.
Simple, yeah.
Brand new from Schematic. It's called Yeah What. I don't think this is even out yet.
I heard him play this at New Year's. I remember.
I was gonna say I heard this track before anyone actually ever heard it, because he sent me stuff when he was working on this, and I was like, dude, this is huge.
Oh shit! First.
Yeah, Schematic makes some really good stuff. Him and I are working currently together on a track. We'll probably be putting it out sometime soon, depending on when he wants to keep working on it. So.
There you go.
Hurry up, Dan.
Yeah, you got to big up Dan and the hard work that he does. He just launched his own mastering studio called Schematic Sound. I think he's doing it in partnership with the actual mastering studio that he works at.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So if you need your drum and bass mastered,
support.
Yeah, man. Hit up schematicsound.com.
This is the guy I go to get most of my tracks mastered and kind of like, second opinion. And honestly, he's one of the best guys in the game right now for mastering.
Yeah, it's not like a bedroom guy. This guy does this as a living. This is what he does.
Yeah.
You mastered most or a lot of what was on Stride.
Him and Grimm, right?
Days. And Grimm did some mastering, I think. I don't know. I think Grimm used to master this podcast. A few shows, I think.
Grimm, I believe, does some of the work, the mastering for
it was just easier to pay him.
Audio as well. Yeah. That's the thing. You got for those of you listening and you want help with anything, like reach out to other people on the show. Reach out to other community members in the area.
Yeah, we got open arms for most of you guys, man, because we're not like we're not gonna be like, oh, who are you? We don't even know who you are. It's like, oh, you're welcome.
Some guys might, but don't mind those guys.
Well, that's like the 1%ers of the scene, I think. So.
Yeah. We're all in this together. Tune coming in, Skepsis. Guy's been sending us some good tunes.
Yeah, Skepsis, big up.
Decapod, it's a dub.
He's like a CCDNB regular Skepsis.
Oh. Really?
Or at least he sent me tunes all the time.
Oh, really?
I'm glad to hear he's still going.
Yeah, he's
loaded
me
sick.
up,
All
man.
his tunes are sick. Get this guy's tunes a doctor. That was a bad joke, I'm sorry.
We can edit that out in post.
See, I knew it. I knew it'd be edited out several times throughout this podcast. Saw it coming. I'm trying to behave, man.
I want to remind everybody, if you're working on music, I want you to send your music to music@ccdnbradio.com. Try to send it through Dropbox because I am on multiple machines throughout the day and I don't want to lose your music. Do me a favor when you send it. Send me like a 300-character bio so I know all about you, your hometown, what labels you're releasing on, maybe some upcoming gigs. We'll announce it all out on the show. We'll get your name out there. But we need you to submit your tunes to us first. Support us, we'll support you.
And send me some good hip hop, because my hip hop collection is lacking. So whatever's hot right now, send me some hip hop. So
Maybe that's what you should do. Start up your own CC hip hop.
Yeah. It's just hard to keep
pending.
up. PP. It's creeping. The tune's creeping. Oh, here it comes.
Tune coming in is by the duo Skaylz and the Junkie. It's called Greed. I do believe this is a dub. If not, they are releasing tunes out on Intaface Audio as well.
Sick. More old friends of mine.
Yeah, I used to go to high school with these guys.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
It's kind of crazy, actually.
There's a very dark theme to this podcast, except for the first two. And then it
don't worry, we got the whole second half of the show is all liquid.
Oh, really?
All liquid.
Okay.
Woohoo! Big up Skaylz and the Junkie. Great music that they are working on. Duo from Mississauga.
Saga Massive. PC Massive.
Oh, that's right. I guess you could say that they're from Port Credit, eh? They're not like they're from just outside Port Credit.
These guys?
Yeah, man.
Where
That's
these guys?
amazing how many people are in. I had this conversation with Hungry T on the last episode. How many people are like around Port Credit?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Me, you, Grimm, Hungry T,
Right. Yeah,
Damage.
That's right.
There's tons of guys in the area, man.
Yo, let's like make a crew like.
I know. It's totally. We should get like jackets. like back in the day, and like
You know
like,
it's getting serious when you're getting jackets. We're getting jackets, guys. That's it.
and like carry like a piece of cardboard around.
getting
Like
cuts.
we could just break dance at any time. Like you better watch out. We're a serious crew. We've got
shit.
jackets and a piece of cardboard.
Port Credit cuts. Keep an eye out.
They'll match our t-shirts.
Become like a DNB biker gang, except no motorcycles. We'll have little banana bikes.
Or ride a banana board like Rene LeVice does.
Oh man,
He rides that shit really good though.
That guy skateboards pretty well.
Tune coming in is by that duo I was talking about earlier, Mutants. Tune's called Different Drummer. It's coming out on Logical Direction Records. Make sure you pick this up because, like I was talking about, you can hear this amens in this tune, man.
So if someone wants to buy this track, what would be a logical direction for them to go and buy it?
At the record store.
All right. See? Good answer. bonkers.
I didn't want to say anything because like it's good, but like
It's the only thing I can think of to describe it. Bonkers. Woo!
How can you ever get tired of percussion?
kind of sounds a bit like Buckham. I love it.
So it's gonna go for a big change up because I drop a Grizzy 2 next.
Oh, okay.
Grizzy.
Big up Grizzy. Grizzy's back in the studio after having a baby. Congratulations.
From people who expect the norm.
Great use of a sample here.
My general sense of it is Elvin plays to different drummers and has the nerve and the audacity, along with the talent and discipline, to develop this not so normal approach to the instrument that has, of course, in its time, revolutionized the entire drum system.
Could never really accept the standard form. So I was in a way like a rebel. and I had a lot of, like I said before, I had a lot of severe criticism from playing like that. The word was out that, nobody could play with me because I played too, they couldn't understand it.
Big up Mutants. Grizzy, Dangerous Dreams. Good to see Grizzy back in the studio. If you like the sounds of that last Amen, Mutants, you can see Mutants live. I might as well get to the announcement. The next announcement of the podcast. Mutants will be playing for my birthday party.
Oh!
February 26th.
Fuck yeah.
At Timeless.
Nice.
Mr. Polaris will be playing as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mr. Hungry T will be joining us.
Yep.
And the one, the only, Schematic to top off the entire show. The CCDNB Producer Showcase.
Interesting.
Dangerous journeys to an adventure.
Yes. February 26th at Timeless. If you do not know, every Thursday in Toronto, we are hosting free weeklies. They've been run by Marcus Visionary himself for the last almost 5 years.
Could you get?
If you do not know the Timeless sound system, they are running some giant Serwin Vega bins, and it sounds amazing every time.
Top notch every time.
Every time.
Being lost and to be anxious.
Yeah, so if you're in the area of the GTA, try to make it down to at least a Thursday at Timeless, or at least a church Sunday at Toda. Church Sundays go down at Toda. They are also a drum and bass weekly supporting local acts. I say if you can't make it to one of those shows, at least one or the other, at least once a month.
Money can't be an excuse.
Yeah, they're
free.
Yeah. Well,
Is
Sunday
church
night church is $5.
$5. What, you don't have $5?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. $5. But you got $5 for that Jaeger bomb, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got $5 for that key bump, don't you?
When things get
Yeah.
crazy,
What if you
got
don't
that $5.
drink?
Well, you know what? Let's talk about people who don't drink, because you do not drink, do you, sir?
Nope.
You do not smoke either, do you?
I used to, but I mean, I used to just bum cigarettes off friends, but that's about it. I never actually bought a pack of cigarettes.
That's some good discipline, and I guess that type of discipline reflects in your passion towards drum and bass, does it not?
I guess so, yeah. I mean,
Like, you take it seriously. Like, that $5 on a Sunday night doesn't bother you, because you're not there for that beer.
nope. I'm there to listen to this kind of stuff, and
Well, this type of stuff, this is actually one of your tunes, is it not?
yeah, this is a tune called Time Goes By, which was actually Lush really liked this tune, and this is kind of how I got his attention with my tracks, and I've been working towards a release on Inner City Dance, but nothing yet, but hopefully soon.
Fingers crossed for you, buddy.
Thank you.
I mean, you're just getting started as things go, though, man. Like, you're young, you're not new to the scene by any means, but you're working hard, man. It's just a matter of time before before somebody bigger notices you.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone keeps telling me, so I'm just kind of riding through it, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty, everything. You just gotta kind of persevere. That's what it is, and I've actually been listening to Technomatic a lot. They just put out their new album, which is amazing. For me, that's the album of the year already, so I don't know who's gonna top that, but there's a song on there called Perseverance, and that's my track. It's my fucking track. I actually made this track right after seeing Cove at the Hoxton. He's one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to liquid drum and bass.
How was that show?
It was good. I mean, I've seen Netsky before. I've seen the live act that they do, and you know they always bring it. Like they always make everyone go absolutely insane. Cove, on the other hand, kind of disappointed me a little bit.
Oh, really?
That's not the first time I've heard it about that
I even
show.
said
Maybe, I'm hoping it was just the venue or something like that didn't bring the atmosphere properly, but I don't know, man. What I've heard mixed reviews.
I'm not sure. I wasn't
there for the show, so
I was actually expecting him to play a lot more of his tunes. He only ended up playing like one or two of his tracks, and half of his set was kind of like this weird festival electro music and some house music and stuff. So
maybe his overall style is not exactly the style of the tunes that you like from him.
Yeah, it's
sometimes
possible.
that happens.
Yeah, it's possible.
And so then you saw a shitty performance and you felt motivated to make a great tune.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a good tune out of this. Turn a negative into a positive. So I tried my best.
I have a friend who says that all good things come out of spite. She says that when you sit there, somebody tells you you can't do something, you prove them that you can, and that's what makes you do something good.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, I believe it. It took me a really long time. She told me this about 4 years ago. I only started believing it in the last year or so.
When I started DJing, man, I had a lot of people actually tell me that it's, the scene's like really dead and like, it's not going to work out for you like the way you think it is. And don't listen to those people, man. Just do what your gut tells you.
Big words.
And don't do it for the fucking money.
I had mentioned on the episode 33 when we first started the show up that me and Dustin were going through a lot of music, and I was hoping to hear the improvements of the artists that we are listening to on that day. And before airing episode 33, and one of them was yours. I didn't mention it on 33 because I didn't want to drop names, but the tune was nowhere near what this quality of a tune is. And to see where you've gone from when the show was off the air to where you are now, it's been a big increase, man. And I got a big
thank you, man.
Actions speak louder than words. And another guy that's really, really impressed me here is this guy coming in right now, Just Mayhem. You guys don't know him, of the duo Mischief and Mayhem. He's living out west now, and this tune is called Feel Good. I believe it is a dub. And when he sent this to me, it really blew my mind away because this guy's liquid. You expect Mayhem to be producing the jump up that he's always known for, but which is fantastic. I'm not a jump up guy myself, but the production level is definitely there with his tunes. And when he crosses them over to a liquid tune like this, you can really see how it translates.
Yeah. Mischief and Mayhem used to dabble in liquid under a different. Oh, nice.
These guys had me on SoundCloud a week ago or so as well. So nice to know I'm being followed by such great producers.
Yeah, they used to go underneath a different name.
Well, no, they started Mischief and Mayhem, right? And then they produced liquid under a different name. I think it was something, I don't know, 2 long words, I forget. And now it's just Mayhem, right?
Yeah, Just Mayhem. Yeah, because I believe he's
3 transitions.
He's living out west now.
They did liquid before. This is nice though.
This is beautiful, man. All the stuff that he sent me is beautiful. It's gorgeous. That's what I mean. Like I know Mayhem's doing. I've known him for a long time, and to see like how people improve over time. If anybody's listening to this, you just got to keep at it because the first product you make is never going to be perfect, and it's not until like you make and you keep on creating, and you finally get to where you hope is going to be perfection. Yeah. But you never get there. The real artist never gets there. But you gotta eventually you gotta keep creating, even if it's bad. Just keep creating, and then eventually it's gonna make you feel good.
Fail upwards.
I was gonna say,
fail
even
upwards.
If it's not, it might never be perfection, but that just pushes you to keep climbing the ladder, this infinite ladder that you'll always climb. You know what I mean? You'll always have a new goal to achieve with production or whatever it is that you're doing. So if you don't reach perfection, that's usually a good thing.
I read a book called The War of Art, and it talks about hurdles of hesitation and creativity. And you've got to keep at it. It's hard to do that sometimes.
So how long have you been producing?
I originally started producing when I was about 18 years old, about 5-6 years ago, and I was using Cubase SX3, which is a pretty old version of Cubase. Now they have like, what, 7? Cubase 7? Anyways, I was making a lot of trance and house music back then because I originally wanted to be a trance DJ. I loved trance so much, and you can kind of hear trance influence in some of my drum and bass tracks. It has that synthy feel to it, that little really paddy synthy feel. Went to my first rave in 2008 and heard drum and bass, and since then I've been kind of hooked to drum and bass, and that's what I've been doing since.
So, like, how hard do you go at it? How many tunes do you make, say, a month, or if that?
It really depends. I mean,
or
sometimes.
How long does it take for you to make it? And how much time do you spend doing it?
Oh man, sometimes I spend 8-9 hours of the day.
The day?
Yeah, I don't like. Sometimes I wake up, I'll just have that groove going in my head. I'll just get on there and keep writing, and before you know it, it's like 9 p.m. and you're like, where the hell did the time go? You know, I ate once and maybe went and got a drink or something like that, but time just flies. And yeah, usually I have like 8-9 hour 10-hour intervals with which I work, and that's like I do like every other day kind of stuff throughout a week.
You're in it pretty deep, eh?
Yeah, I get into it pretty deep. It's because if I don't, then I don't make something worthwhile. So.
Yeah.
Tune in the background is a tune called Finally by a duo of the name Absolute Value and bLazem. So Absolute Value is a guy named Aaron who originally from Canada, who moved down to New Zealand for a number of years and got really involved in the drum and bass scene down there and started a label with his buddy bLazem. And now they're releasing their own tracks, and he's moved back to Vancouver. That's where he's currently living now, but he's still collabing with his buddy in New Zealand. And this is their tune, Finally.
This is nice.
Yeah,
nice.
man.
Breezy summer tune. Although it's not summer.
It will be.
Anyways, those are my two questions.
Re-listen to this in
Polaris.
summer, man.
Huh?
Re-listen to it in the summer. You download the episode.
That's right.
Wait for a summer day.
That's right.
Hit that half hour mark. If you want to hear bangers for the first half hour, you got the first half hour. If you want to hear some liquid,
Yeah, slip into the hot tub. Just pretend.
I think the true listeners stick around till the very end, so get best of both worlds.
I want to remind everybody, if you're working on drum and bass, send your tunes to music@ccdnbradio.com. Try to send it through Dropbox because the cloud system is amazing. We live in the future, people. Wireless transfers through AIM is 1999 technology.
But I'm an old lady and I don't know.
I like that bass line down there, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Forest City by a guy named Captivate.
Sick. I like the name of his tune and the name of himself.
He's a 20-year-old drum and bass producer from Alberta, Canmore. He's currently living in London, and he's for school in the music industry arts course at Fanshawe College.
Wow.
Nice.
Check out his music at Captivate Music. Or Get Captivated. SoundCloud.com/GetCaptivated. Facebook.com/Captivate Music.
Clever. I like it.
I wonder if there's any like jungleists out there that are younger than the music.
You know what? I'm really hesitant on that term jungleist lately, man. I haven't even been sent a jungle tune yet. Like the most jungle-ish tunes that we've heard has been the Mutants ones.
You need more jungle.
But I need some. Yeah, I need more jungle sent to me. Give me the amens, people.
You heard it, folks.
Send me the amens.
Matt has a request.
I want to hear the jungle. Gotta love Liquid, man. Gotta love Liquid drum and bass.
Liquid, yeah, I used to love Liquid. Like, I was obsessed with it. And I still like it, man. It's really good. It's like, it's not what you would expect from the genre. It's light. It's a light version of something that's usually very hard and
Yes,
soft
yeah.
and, you know, fast, right? But it can be fast. It can still have that, you know, 180 beat and sound soothing and relaxing.
Sound coming in is Streetlights by Hungry T. This is forthcoming on Inner City Dance.
So who's all on Inner City Dance? Like,
There's anybody
all on
who's
that
been
label.
in, you know what, they've basically stole anybody that was on Stride.
Really? Well, no, good. That's good.
No, they do more than just drum and bass. Actually, they handle it. Marcus's goal is to incorporate that inner city sound.
Yeah. That's good. I'm glad there's a solid Toronto drum bass label out there. So there needs to be more.
Yes, definitely. Because if not, you know, you got to give outlets like this guy, Hungry T, the place to release, man. This guy's making tunes. If you don't know who Hungry T is, he was on the last episode, episode 34. Check it out. He's got a couple of tunes forthcoming on Dread. This one's coming out on Inner City Dance. The sounds between the two of them are completely different, and that's the purpose of having label support guys like this, because you can't, like, this guy's working on lots of different sounds. You can't have just one outlet.
So why don't you start a label?
I'm doing this, man.
All right. So I did this in a label. I did all right.
Don't worry, I'm working towards starting a label, actually. So.
Oh, there you go.
One step at a time, man. One step at a time.
Easy. All right.
We're all one step at a time. Why don't you stir it up Stride again, buddy?
Oh, because hey, if I'm not gonna
maybe
do
you just
CCDNB,
answered me
why
my
would I do
question.
Stride?
Buddy. Maybe you just answered your own question.
Well, I'm me and you're you, and Polaris said he's gonna start up a label soon. I just wanted to say that it's not. It's even if you don't have no idea what you're doing. Like I didn't have no idea what I was doing. If you just one step at a time, you can do it, man. And you can have a successful label easily.
Well, that's what I mean. There's guys like John Void working hard on Intaface, and you know the tunes he's supporting guys like R.M.S. and Mutants, and it's all about that, man. There's got to be somebody. If you're not everybody needs a label, but you got to find a local guy.
You just need a computer, a nice computer.
You got to find your.
Save
if
up,
you're looking for, like, don't go. You're not gonna be the next Bensley, living out in fucking Cambridge or something and getting signed to RAM, like, you know what I mean, but then never hear a tune from the dude. You know what I mean? Like, that guy lives like how far away from us, never met him.
Apparently Andy C played a couple of his tunes at the last show he did at the Gov, but I
no
don't
doubt. I hear the production's amazing. I've just never heard the production. So,
Right.
You know what I mean? Bensley, if you're out there, send me tunes, dude.
We want to hear your stuff.
Yeah, man. But I mean, you've got to focus on, like, you know, get to know your community. If there's a guy working a label in your biggest city next to you, for sure. I mean, like, you look at, like, the guys out in Calgary and Vancouver. There's definitely labels going on out there. So support your guys. Like, I know a guy that the guy's running that Such Music. He moved down to California now. But I mean, like, even if you're out there, hit him up. He's gonna release your tunes. You know what I mean? As long as they're good. Good tunes like this one come in. This one's You Got the Love. This is a dub by Scheme Being. Scheme Being is a duo of Dub Trauma and Tim Mulvey of Solid Apparel.
There you go.
There we
A
go.
lot of duos.
Yeah.
Nice.
You gotta have like a muse or something to feed off of creativity, right? Like that's usually a partner for a lot of people.
Because a lot of artists make tunes with each other. A lot of artists collaborate, but I guess some guys just really have a good thing going, and or they learn together.
Great tunes being made by these guys. Remind everybody we got an event going on in Toronto on February 26th. It is a free event down at Timeless, 355 College Street. Join us. We will have Mr. Polaris playing. We will have.
It takes some time, but you'll get it.
We got Mr. Hungry T playing. We got the duo Mutants playing. And, of course, Schematic topping off the whole night, the big CCDNB producer showcase.
Sometimes I feel like throwing my hands up in the air. I know I can
I also want to remind you that we've got a sponsor now. You can use the promo code CCDNB at bedlamthreads.com and get yourself some of the coolest swag, freshest gear, all sorts of rave assorted apparel,
Baller status. Gotta look nice at the parties, people. Put on some fresh t-shirts. No pit stains.
Actually, if anybody is not familiar with the brand, if you've seen somebody wearing a Junglist t-shirt at a party, it is them. They are the guys making those t-shirts. So if you want one for 10% off, load up the shopping cart at Bedlam Threads, BEDLAMTHREADZ.com. Zed because we're Canadian. That's right, no Z's, unless you're MCZ. then you're okay.
MCZ. That wouldn't sound too good.
Not as many things to rhyme with.
Exactly.
This tune is by Grimm, called Heartbeat. Coming in, it's on the Jedi Collective newest album. For those of you who do not know the Jedi Collective have been along for a very long time. They are one of Canada's longest running drum and bass record labels. They are known for putting out the tune Let Me Know by Slip and Slide. So they just recently put out a new album with a bunch of old remastered waves, new tunes. You can pick up the Slip and Slide. Like I said, you can pick me up Let Me Know on Wave now. So go pick that up from the Jedi Collective right now.
Let Me Know by Slip and Slide was the first record I ever purchased.
You ever bought for yourself?
Yes. The first record. That's like a black
So
and
that's
white
like
label.
that's the record you learned to mix on?
Oh yeah.
That's
still
a good
have
way
it.
to think of it, eh?
I still have it. Jedi Records.
Big up.
Big up.
I think the first record I ever picked up was by J Magic and Wake a Man, and it was a remix of Deadmau5's song I Remember.
Oh yeah, I know that.
First record I ever bought was The Ruckus.
Bring the ruckus.
The Ruckus. Fuck, I love that tune. Big up Grimm. That's Grimm on the vocals. For those of you who do not know Grimm, Grimm is just a machine of talent. He does not only make drum and bass, he makes amazing house music. He is playing at the Hoxton all the time, now down in Toronto on Saturdays. He's also been nominated for a Grammy, believe it or not. Not for his drum and bass, but for his work on Drake's album, believe it or not. So if you ever wanted to listen to Grammy-nominated drum and bass producer, set your tunes to Grimm, because the man is a beast.
And
that's his vocals. Like he's singing on his own track.
Yeah.
God damn.
And he's like the nicest person in the world. And he's my good friend, and I'm in love with him.
Yeah, Port Credit. Big
he
up
lives in
Port
Port Credit.
Tune coming in is a tune called Machinedrum by Gunshotta, but this is the Systms bootleg. We've been playing a couple of tunes by Systms on the show. If you don't know Systms, check out Laser Based on the last episode. So I will say this. I got on that Jedi Collective album, they sent me a Kenny Ken remix of which is it's not a new remix, it's an older remix of Let Me Know. But in the last week, I was sent a remix of Let Me Know.
Like an official remix?
Not an official remix.
Okay.
But a Canadian duo remixed it.
Oh.
And sent it in to me, and it is disgusting.
Too many times.
I think one of my newest tracks called Break is going to be out on the next Jedi Collective album. I was talking to one of the guys that does the Jedi Collective albums, and he picked it up for me, so probably going to be out on that.
That's awesome, man. Good for you, dude. That's a great label to be a part of, be associated with.
Yeah, I didn't know much about it at first, but I've heard a lot of great things about it, and even now I can hear a lot of great things about it, so.
So here comes that Let Me Know remix. Originally by Slip and Slide on the Jedi Collective. This remix, though, made by the Dungeon Crew. It's disgusting.
Pick up the DC.
At DK.
DK.
For those of you who do not know the Dungeon Crew are two brothers and an MC that just throw shit down in Mississauga. Slick in Casanova and Danger D. Yes, big up the Dungeon crew on this remix. Big up the Jedi Collective. And Slip and Slide on the original. Like, that original, like, you could probably play that, like, at my funeral. Like that fucking tune is just, it's unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, when did that come out, in 1996?
No. 4, I think. 94? What, the original?
Yeah, the original?
Yeah.
Something ridiculous.
94,
lucky
maybe
enough
92
to-
or 91.
I was lucky enough to play with Slip and Slide last year in Ottawa. Big up the Rough Crew family. Played New Year's Eve coming into 2014. This year, coming into 2015, I played with the Bad Man Lush. He's what I consider Canada's Andy C. Man, it's just, He is. I thought I'd finish it off on one more Polaris tune.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
So what's the next thing for you, man? What's going on in the future for you? You working on some tunes?
I'm working on a lot of tunes, yeah. Just last night I started a tune. Very different from the one you're about to hear, but you know, I like to keep contrast between my tunes. Usually I'll make a really liquidy tune, and then the
nothing
next time around,
that you send me sounds the same. Everything sounds different. I'll say that.
Yeah, I try. That's good. Then I try to keep it pretty diverse and within drum and bass. So, but I'm looking like, you know, I'm just like hungry tea. I'm hungry. And you know, him and I both we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep producing, and hopefully, I mean, I'm working towards. I mean, it would be a dream to, you know, get signed to something like Hospital. It'd be a dream come true, but
you know what though?
Nudge.
Everybody says it'd be a dream to play the lottery, and then those are always the people that never play though, right? And you gotta remember, you gotta buy the ticket to win. And it looks like right now you're buying tickets, dude. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? You got the better chances to win. So that's it, man. And everybody plays the lottery. Not everybody's into drum and bass. This tune's called The Machine. Get your shout-outs in, guys.
Shout-outs to... I got nothing. Polaris. Shout-outs.
shout out to every person out there that's sitting in their bedroom and making tracks and thinking, oh man, this is never gonna make it anywhere. Don't think like that. Don't ever think like that.
That's right. Send your music to music@ccdnb.com or music@ccdnbradio.com.
Come on, Matt.
Don't forget to hit up Bedlam Threads. Get yourself a t-shirt. 10% off the promo code CCDNB.
Big up everyone who's sent their music already. Keep sending.
Yes, seriously, this show is nothing without the people who are listening and sending in the tunes. So thank you very much. Big up the guys at Contraband Records or Contraband Radio, putting the show out on Sundays.
Oh,
big up DJ Lovehurts for making this show happen.
Yes.
Of
course.
Thank you.
Big up to all the all ages ravers. I know you guys still got a lot of growing to do, but you know what? I have faith, and we got a huge number of drum and bass heads coming into the scene. Let me tell you, huge. That's why this song was called The Machine, because that sounded like something breaking down. That's how I got the name for it. I'm not really creative with my names. It's kind of just, you know, whatever sounds right.
Name's a name, man. The tune makes the name.
Thank you very much, everybody. Tune in next month.